Connecting on another device so I can share it in 2 places at once, and I will be right over there. So in the meantime, you guys can check out all the tools I have hanging out over there, and we will see if we can get this going. I'm excited, a little nervous. Remember, it is pampered, not perfect, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm just setting this up so I can share it. I think I have it figured out. Okay. So hey guys, what's up? I hope y'all have a snack because this will probably make you hungry. And I didn't find any volunteers to be able to come and hold the camera for me tonight. I would have fed them, but you know how that goes. So thanks for joining me, and I hope you're gonna check out some of the new tools that we have, and I'll try to zoom you in here a little closer because it's not all about me tonight. It's about some of these tools that may or may not be of benefit to you. So I'm going to scooch you in a little bit closer here. And one of the things that not everybody has seen yet is the spiralizer. Okay, I've got it in pieces parts just to show you that it all goes into the dishwasher. This is the little food chute that goes with it. Has little arrows so it helps you line it up when the time comes to put it back together. It has a little blade guard that also holds the little fettuccine blade and the spaghetti size blade. So that stores in there and keeps you from finding out the hard way how sharp it is and keeps you from losing it. Okay, this little piece is what stabs into your food. Tonight it's going to be our potatoes, and it can go on there. And then this is your little turn crank, and it all just assembles. Goes right down through there. You pop that on, and it will screw that on there very simply for you so that you are then ready to spiralize your food. Okay, so with this you can do ribbons, you can do spaghetti size, and you can do fettuccine size. So there's lots of options for what you might want to do. You can do beets, you can do zucchini, you can do rutabaga, you can do all kinds of things. But I'm going to put in, when I pick it up, one of the blades so that we can get these potatoes rolling, because I don't want to take up a tremendous amount of your time. I know you're busy and there's probably one of your new fall favorite shows coming on TV. To put in the blade on the back side, there's a little slot. This slides right in there. And you can see it'll can kind of cock up in there. You don't want that. You want to put it in as straight as possible. And this is what helps with it. If you use this little protective device here, it snaps right back on there. And it will hold your blade at a more level when you don't drop it. You know, it's a little harder to cram a camera and all your tools in one little area at the same time when you're trying to do a Facebook Live. And y'all are my guinea pigs, because this is the first time that I've tried to do a Facebook Live party. I've done thousands of live parties, or actually a little over 1,000. So that part's easy, but doing it on camera, a whole different ball of wax. So there's a little screw that tightens that blade in there, and like I said, that little blade holder keeps it steady so you're ready to use it. And you just give it a quick look to make sure that it's fairly level, and it is. Okay, when it's time to do your potatoes, if you're a potato peeler, this is the serrated peeler. Love, 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 love it, because you can see there's still some potatoes left, but it peels pulling backwards, it peels going forward, and it's a very gentle, easy motion. This is something that I missed desperately when we went camping. I didn't take my peeler, and I used a little gift one that someone had given me, and it was no gift. I had to do twice as much, had to press twice as hard. So I will be adding one of these to my Pampered Camper list so that it goes with me whenever we want to have fried potatoes by the campfire or hash browns for breakfast. Okay, so I have a peeled potato. And what you want to do is just make sure that whatever you're spiralizing goes in here and it fits in between this, okay? The food is going to come out this little chute, and you just start twisting. And gravity works with you instead of against you on this. Can y'all see the potatoes coming out there? Yeah, pretty doggone awesome. So I'm going to do up a mound of these, but before I put them anywhere, I'm going to spray my rock grill stone. This can also go in the oven. This is like a pizza stone, only it can do more things. It is a much higher heat, so it can go out on the grill. It can handle direct heat. It can go on a gas, only gas cooktop, because the flames can spread out and cover the whole surface on the bottom of it. It can go in the oven. It can go in the dishwasher. Hello, I did say dishwasher. Kitchen spritzer, this is our newly redesigned one. You put whatever choice of oil that you have, and there is a little fill to here in line. You pump it up, that puts the air in there and allows it to spray. And I do like to spray this really generously because potatoes are starchy. They like to stick to things, okay? These, since they get washed in the dishwasher and can get washed with soap, they don't build up a seasoning like your stoneware does. You can, of course, do these potatoes on stone, but I'm going to pop these in to show you. So we can dump all these right here. You can do, like I said, very healthy foods with this. Potatoes seems to be the thing that we use this the most for, but a lot of people like zucchini linguine, so you can totally do zucchinis with this. If you have a potato that's larger than where it needs to fit, of course, you just want to take a great knife. Forged cutlery is fabulous. When you have a skinny top and a not so skinny area, it actually goes against what you would think. You would think you'd want the small end up and the large end down, but you want it reversed. There's a little peg there, and there's some circles to try to help you center it, but the piece at the top, don't forget to pull off that last little piece that was stuck on those prongs so that it'll actually bite into whatever your item is, and then you can go again. Because if you forget and leave that little piece in there, then it just kind of is like a sit and spin. It's going to go round and round and round and not actually do anything for your vegetable that you have going in here. You can do apples with this, and it's just a heck of a lot of fun. Can you imagine your kids playing with this? It's like food slinkies. So we got these going. I'm going to be making a homemade barbecue sauce while these are in the oven, and then I'll show you our pork tenderloin. Pork is one of those things that I like to get it when it's on sale, just like pretty much everything else. I'm a sale shopper. I like to save money, and I like to save time. I don't like to just run out to the grocery store. Living in Flag Pond, in the middle of nowhere, you really can't do that. So I like to stock up when it's on sale. And these little pork tenderloins that you get, sometimes I get the ones that are seasoned up. Sometimes, most of the time I get the ones that are plain, so that I can season them however I would like them. Lemon pepper, smoky barbecue, whatever flavor floats your boat. And you can do that with just any mixture of seasonings and rubs, those kinds of things. So you can see I'm not even having to put much pressure. I can do it with one finger and still get beautiful potato spirals off the bottom. Super, super easy. Super, super fun. If you like to play with your food, this is a tool that you might want to consider getting. You can do the ribbons with it, so it looks like the big curly potatoes like you get from the fair. So you can go anywhere from super healthy to what we're making tonight, which is not really super healthy at all, but it is really good. And I hope to, at least we'll have video of it tonight, whether I'll actually take a still photo or not. I haven't been able to slow down long enough, or slow my family down long enough to get a picture of one of the finished ones yet. I've had to borrow pictures of other people's so that I could post them to even show people what I was talking about if we wanted to do this recipe at their party. Okay, so this is my last potato. Alright, we got all these on here, and of course you want to salt and pepper them. Season those up, because nobody likes a plain old potato with no seasoning on it, right? And you don't want to waste any of these beautiful potato curls. So I'm throwing all those on there. And like I said, this can go in the dishwasher, or it can go in the dishwater. I'm just going to sit over here at the sink for the time being. Clean up a little bit of that mess so that I can show you a couple more things. Cleaning up my mess as I go is one of the hardest things. Do y'all clean up as you go? Y'all are welcome to comment and like and let me know you're there. I don't know that I'll be able to answer questions as we go, and actually get the demo done, but I'll be glad to go back and answer questions afterward. So you can hit the like or whatever and let me know that there's somebody out there. And, okay, so we've got that. I'm going to spritz these with a little more oil. Pump it up really good. You'll feel the resistance. Give it a good spritz. And this is like your, well, it's much better than Pam because there's no chemicals or anything when you're done. Release the pressure off that, and then you're ready to store it. You can put whatever oils that you like in there. Okay? Salt and pepper. This is our new salt and pepper grinder set. I just think they look so sleek, so elegant, but they work really, really well. You just unscrew the top to dump in whatever it is you're grinding. Maybe it's the holidays. You could wash these out from the pepper, put in peppermint, and grind that up on your hot chocolates. So we're going to grind a little bit of pepper. And this is our Peppercorn Medley, so it's a mixture of red, white, pink, and green peppercorns. And some of our pink Himalayan and sea salt. So we got that on there, okay? I'm going to move you over for a second so I can open up the oven without knocking you over and dropping my phone on the tile floor, which would not be good. Okay, that part's done. Quick and easy, and would be even easier if I weren't trying to, you know, make sure you could see what I'm doing and all that cool stuff. All right, so let's talk pork tenderloin. This is the everyday rock crock, okay? The taller one is the Dutch oven, and then now there's the big XL. If you feed a big family, then you need the big XL one, okay? For us, I just have a mixture of all of the above, but this is the everyday pan, and it's nice and shallow, and I actually had to go retrieve this from the camper because that's where it has been, and that's where I like to have it because we've been camping every couple of weekends. But I can do everything in this. I have fried potatoes in this. I have baked biscuits in this. This is a heavy clay that has a fabulous glaze on it that is high heat. So it's just unbelievable. You can bake biscuits in it. You can make desserts in it. There's just really nothing that you can't do in it. You can put it on the stovetop. Yep, stovetop. Put it on the grill, under the broiler. You can put it in the oven, and you can put it in the dishwasher. And you can put it in the microwave. So anywhere you cook, it can go there. So love it. It comes with the glass lid, so you can keep an eye on what's going on. Okay. What we're going to do with it tonight is pork tenderloin. And I'm all about inexpensive things, okay? So I like to shop at Aldi. It's one of my favorites. Woohoo! And no, I'm not a paid advertiser for Aldi. But this is a peppercorn flavored pork tenderloin. If you don't have great scissors for your kitchen, let me just say you need to get these. Because I open a million packages. I trim out lots of box tops. I have a whole box for my little nephew William. I just haven't been able to connect with him to get them to him. So whatever you need, these will cut through chicken bones. They will open your packages. They'll open your home canned vegetables. They lock clothes. They have a little house. They're just phenomenal. Okay, if this were a plain one, I would go ahead and season this up another way. I would probably put some peppercorn and garlic rub on it, which is like, goes on everything that's not a dessert, in my personal opinion. But you could put the smoky barbecue, smoky applewood, whatever flavor you want. Okay. This is going to take no time. Oh, Jessica, I'm not good at cleaning as I go either, unless I'm on camera or at somebody else's house. Now, I do good when I come to your place to cook. It's just here at home, not always so good. Okay, all right, Patricia, I'm jealous. You and Linda both, so you can clean up as you go. Y'all want to come with me and start going with me to parties? That would be fabulous. Or better yet, just move in and you can clean up after I cook. Okay, that's going to go in the microwave for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Okay, and then we're going to check its temperature and make sure that it is where we need it to be. All right, and then, let's see if I can get you over here. I'm going to make some barbecue sauce, okay? This is the stainless cookware. And when I first saw this, I thought, I'm a non-stick chick. I'm going to lower you down here, see if I can get to you. I thought, nope, I'm a non-stick chick. That's the kind of cookware I want, which I have it, and I love it. But I also love the stainless. It's pretty much indestructible. Love it. And I've even figured out how that you can make it pretty much non-stick. So if you want to know about that, then let me know. But I've got 2 cups of ketchup in here. Okay, I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar from the Measure All cup. Here's a tip for camping. If you use a measuring cup like this, you can use this part as your biscuit cutter, and you can also use it as your rolling pin. So if you're actually going to make biscuits while you're out and about camping, then that is a little tip that you might be able to use. I'm going to put a little apple cider vinegar in here. Before I do that, I'm going to put my rub. Now here's a tip too that some of y'all may have seen before. If you have a steaming pot, and this one's not steaming yet, don't use your dry herb right over top of it, because all that moisture is going to go right straight in there, and it's going to clog up your spice and your seasoning. So I'm going to put a tablespoon. This actually is the smoky applewood rub. You can use smoky applewood or smoky barbecue, your choice. And when you're doing dry and wet ingredients in your measuring spoon, it's better to do your dries first and then do your wet. I'm actually going to put 2 in there because we like it a little bit tangy. And we're just going to give that a little stir. Okay, let's see if there's any more questions. Oh, Carolyn loved my rock crock. I did not imagine how much I would love the rock crocks until I got one. And honest, guys, that's the first thing I would buy back if somebody came in and took away all of my Pampered Chef tools. Would have to say it would be my rock crock, and I would start with the Dutch oven size. Okay, now I've got that on low. We're just going to let that simmer a little bit and let that just all come together. We love this barbecue sauce so much more than any other, but I have found a new one. Sweet Baby Ray's has one that's got chipotle in it, so that one's pretty good. Alright, so when that comes out, we're going to need some cheese. So this is how we make America great again. Grate your own cheese. It's going to have a lot better flavor. It's not going to be robbed of all of its moisture, and it is going to last longer because the block cheese, it just has so much more flavor. You can use less to do more, and if by chance this were to have happened to have had a little mold on the outside of it, you can cut off all the outside pieces and still use what's left. Now the Microplane Grater, that's one of the things that the hardest part is how do you open it and close it, and I've had a few people break theirs. The trick is you're just scotching with your thumb and pulling the handle toward you. See how I'm doing that? And that releases it so that you can close it, or you can open it all the way up. Either way. I like it kind of like an easel. They do come with a protective sheath so that you don't find out just how sharp that little dude is. And I like to use the flexible cutting mats. Yours won't be available in pink unless that's what happens to hit the Outlet Wednesday when we turn our outlet pink for Breast Cancer Awareness and Help with Cancer campaign. We'll have a few of our retired Help with Cancer items on there. I don't know what they're going to be. You don't know what they're going to be, but we can all find out together Wednesday morning. It's supposed to be 9 a.m. Central Time, so that'll be 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And the website address for that, the easiest one, is tiny.cc/Myra's Outlet. Okay, so we've got some cheese shredded up. I'll confess this is not enough cheese, but it is what I have on hand. So that's what I'm going to have. But it's just little old me. Hubby's bowling, daughter's at work. So I'm actually making this, and I'll be able to have dinner out of it, and then I'll be able to send him to work with some leftovers in that as well. So any burning questions from the few of you that are out there, or the hundreds of you that are out there? I have no idea who's out there watching or who's not. Any burning questions about any of the products that you've seen so far, or that you've not seen that you want to know about? When the pork comes out, and when you're cooking in the microwave, something real important is to make sure that you come up to temperature. And so I will be locating my thermometer to make sure, and the magic number is 165 and nothing's alive. Okay, we want to make sure to get it up to that temperature or beyond, and that way we know that we're safe. We don't have to worry about any of that. The second worst thing to undercooked in my personal opinion, happens to be overcooked. So you never want to overcook your meats, and the thermometer is definitely one of the things that you must have. This one can go in the dishwasher. It can also be calibrated. So if you're not sure, then you can put it in a cup that's almost all ice. Put a little water in there, put it in there, make sure it's registering 32 degrees, and then you will know that that's calibrated. Oh, Patricia, these are like a lucite plastic, so they are acrylic. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you, but they are very elegant, and so far they've ridden around with me and have resisted any urge to scratch or to have any kind of marks on them. And that's riding around in the vehicle with me, so kind of crazy. The seasoning I put into the barbecue sauce this time is the smoky applewood rub. Smoky barbecue and smoky applewood, in my opinion, are almost interchangeable for any barbecue recipes that you might be doing. Okay, we've got a couple more minutes left on that. The potatoes are going. I just like to let those go. I actually like crunchy potatoes, so the longer those go, the happier I am. As long as there's smoke not rolling out from my oven, I'll be in very good shape. When the pork comes out, this is one of my all-time favorite tools. Anybody got this? If you got it, throw a thumbs up out there. Yes? No? I feel like Edward Scissorhands. Can y'all hear that? These are salad choppers, okay? They go right through whatever. So when the pork tenderloin comes out, I'm going to use these to chomp them up. I use them for chicken all the time. You can, of course, use them for salad. And you can scoop right up like this. Sure, you can ask prices. I may not know right off the top of my head, but I'll be glad to find it out and post it there. No problem whatsoever. Honestly, I don't memorize the prices. I know that's maybe bad, maybe not, but there's like almost 500 items in the product line, so I'm not real good with the prices, to be honest with you. Linda, you got it. What did you use it for last? Okay. So we've got just a couple more minutes for that to come out. And there's some new tools. Any of you all love popcorn? The new popcorn maker is fabulous. It stays flat when you're not kneading it. Okay? And then it opens up. You can pop it all up. You use the little cup that's part of the cap, and that's what measures your kernels in it. And then you can dump it in. And then you can put oil in there, you can put butter in there, you can put salt, seasoning, or you can just plain old air pop it. And see the little holes that lets the butter drip down in there? Or it'll just let steam escape. My microwave is an 1100 watt microwave, and so in about 2.5 minutes I have this cup full of popcorn. So pretty doggone awesome tool to have. When that comes out of the microwave, these little microwave grips, of course, we're doing Facebook Live, these could be my puppets, but they actually are great to get things in and out of the microwave. And it's okay out of the oven if you're just going a short distance. If you're just sitting it from the oven onto the stovetop or onto the countertop, it works well for that. But you don't want to travel long distance with these because they're a little bit thin, okay? I like your answer, Linda. Yeah, absolutely. When you host a party with me and Pampered Chef, your friends get to come, we get to play, we get to make a recipe like this or something else decadent and delicious, and everybody gets the chance to try out the tools for themselves. And so the hosts get a shopping spree and the guests get hands-on experience. I don't think Walmart would appreciate it if you went to their kitchen department and got a knife and then went to the produce department and proceeded to try it out. Don't think they would like that too well. So this is your opportunity with Pampered Chef, and I just absolutely love getting together with friends. I've learned so many things from my guests and my hosts, and then I try to turn around and pass those on. So with that little pork tenderloin, I do catch those on sale and freeze them. They're small enough that they freeze fast and they thaw really fast. That can be thawed in like 2 hours tops. So it's a very easy thing to have on hand. And most people have potatoes on hand. Most of you have ketchup, the vinegar, and the cheese. So you can throw this recipe together really quickly. Okay? So the timer's gone off, so that means we need to check that pork tenderloin. So hang on tight. I just don't want to dump you in the floor. Okay. You got to open it carefully so you don't get a steam burn. Those are so painful. It's probably the worst burn I've ever had was a steam burn. on an Easter Sunday morning, if you can believe it or not, I had roasted something in one of the old style clay roasters and slipped when I started to take the lid off of it and absolutely fried both sets of knuckles with steam. Okay, so who remembers what temperature we're looking for in here? 165 and nothing's alive. That's kind of my motto. 160 and above, we know it's done. But I usually try to go, especially at parties, 165 or higher. Usually not higher because it's going to continue to increase. And then no matter how you've cooked your meats, you definitely want to let them rest before you start chomping into them, before you start slicing them and serving them. And yeah, we're already passing the 160 mark here. Let me see if I can get you down here without dumping you. Can you see it? No, not yet. Let's see here. Yeah, we're already past 165, going right on up to 170. So we're going to use the salad choppers. And, oh yeah, meatloaf from the microwave is fabulous in this. We've even got a Tex-Mexy Southwest meatloaf. Oh, it's so good. So good. Love that recipe. Okay. And this actually will come, and it's over there, so I'm not going to leave y'all again to go get it. But it has a little sleeve that has one of the little metal snaps. So if you're with the health department, it can go in your little chef's coat, or if you're a professional chef, it can do that. It has the flat edge, so it won't roll off the counter. It can go through the dishwasher if you want it to. But when you take that little sleeve off, you can put that through that little loop and use that to go over the edge of your pot so that it'll measure it without letting you get steam burned. So I think that's pretty cool. Pretty neat little feature. Some of the others may have that on there, but that's just what I know about the Pampered Chef one. Okay, so we've got our barbecue sauce warm. We've got this, and I'm going to cheat and not really let this rest as much as I probably should because y'all don't want to hang out with me all night long. As much as I would love for you to. I'm sure that's not on your agenda. You want to see this recipe pretty quick? So, salad choppers. I did rinse the cilantro off of there. Yes, 165, Christina, you're exactly right. And then, let me see if I can lower you back down here so you can see the chomping of... Hey, that little crank works pretty doggone good. Okay, so... what I like to do is see how I've turned this exactly opposite. And before you ask, yes, I'm using a broken pair. I dropped mine. Pampered Chef replaced them, but then told me I didn't have to send these back. So these are my at-home ones. And the ones I take to shows and the ones you would order would have the full little scoop on the other side. But I turned them exactly opposite because you could use them like this. This is kind of what it looks like you would want to do with them. Okay, and you can do that, but to me that's kind of awkward. So the most comfortable position is to flip it around, put my fingers through the handle, and then use my thumb to push the blades toward me. So you just kind of pick it up and chomp. Pick it up and chomp. And you get to decide, do you want baby food out of this? If you have somebody who's had oral surgery, you know, I'm making all those cute videos of people that are still not with it after the dental gases and being out of it. Those are all so funny. My daughter just wants her wisdom teeth out just to make the video. But anyway, you can chop this up as much or as little as you like. And sometimes I can chop and talk too, but not all the time. This is fabulous for chicken salad. This is really good when you have, when you're on a diet, you've eaten lots of salad, and they all taste just exactly the same. Dump your salad in a bowl, chop it up, and you get everything in every bite, and it tastes so much better and so much different. So, all right. So we got that all chopped up, or as much as it needs to be. It doesn't have to be super fine, super anything, okay? I'm going to put some of this barbecue sauce on it because I think we made more than what we really need. Stainless cookware can go in the dishwasher. Non-stick cannot. I don't care whose it is. I don't care if they tell you it can. Don't do it. It's going to ruin your non-stick surface. So hand wash those babies, okay? Same thing with your knives. Don't put your knives in the dishwasher. They'll bump up against other things. They will cut notches in your racks and possibly start them to be a rusting rack that'll throw rust spots on other things. Just not cool. Don't do it. Wash your knives. Don't let your blades soak. That's a no-no as well that I found out when I was at conference this year. Don't soak your blades, no matter what they are, whether they're food processor, knives, slicers, dicers, whatever you have. Don't soak your blades. So I thought that was an interesting tip. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Don't want to knock anybody overboard. Okay, see, I'm gonna graduate up here. I'm gonna get the real oven mitts. These are silicone, but they're also cloth lined, so that I can hold on to hot stuff for longer and not worry about getting burned. Okay, we're me a landing pad here. Okay, this is where y'all go, ooh, ah, yeah, pampered, not perfect. My alarm actually is set to go off not just for smoke, but apparently for heat. So, I think that's hilarious. I hope y'all are getting a kick out of that. Yes, my smoke alarm did go off during my live cooking demo. Anybody who wants to run over and fan that thing, you're more than welcome. And I will share tonight's bounty with you. Okay. So we're just going to spread the barbecue out here. Good grief, that thing's annoying. Thank you very much for stopping. Yeah, we definitely need the kind of smoke detector that when you yell, it's just dinner, that will stop on its own, okay? Yeah, definitely not as much cheese as I would like to put on here, but top it with cheese. That can go back in the oven just until that melts. And then what I like to do is just take a pizza cutter. Yes, you can use metal tools on your rock crocks and in your rock crocks. And just going to pop that back in there. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn the oven off because all I'm going to be doing is melting that cheese. So I have extra barbecue sauce. I'm going to put that in a jar so that I'll have that for another day, for another recipe, because that recipe makes quite a bit. It's 2 cups of ketchup. It is a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, and it's a tablespoon each of smoky applewood and apple cider vinegar or smoky barbecue and apple cider vinegar. But like I said, I like ours a little tangier, so I do 2 tablespoons. So many new things for this fall. If you want to learn how to decorate cakes, I can do a piece of cake party with you and your friends. If you want to host a live party like this, what would really be fun is I can even come to your place. We can set this up. If you have a handful of friends that can come, but a lot more friends who are far and wide and can't come, we could totally do this live like this. So somebody would be in charge of the camera. I just think it would be a lot of fun. So this is dinner. That cheese should be melted. And let's pop it back out there and show you a piece of that. Okay, so we have it, and the pizza cutter that we have now also has what I call the hatchet on the back. So if I were doing this in like the bar pan, something that's got an edge on it, I can use this to cut through, and anything I can't get, I can turn it around and use that side. But since we did all these curly potatoes, they're a little difficult to pick up and eat. So I'm just going to use the pizza cutter and cut some pie-like servings out of this. And we have barbecue pork and cheesy curlicue potatoes. Yum! So dinner's ready. Who wants to come over and have some? Christina, you're probably the closest, so if you want to head on over, I'll save you a bite. That is for sure. All right. So I have my plate. Let's scoop some of this out. Yum! Cheesy, barbecue-y, potato-y goodness. So if you're ready for me to come over and make this with you and your friends, just holla. I'll see you guys later. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll take any critiques, any questions or whatever like that. You can continue to post if you've got a question or comment, and I'll be glad to throw up some prices for some of the items that we have. But like Linda says, hosts never pay full price. So when you host a party, you get a shopping spree, you get half price items, you get discount, and then you have a full year with a 10% discount for anything else your heart desires. So I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.